So in the last video we have talked about the registration process. Today we are going to talk about how to get started on Utest. The first thing that you will do is to press get started, and then you will move to the Utest Academy. You will press begin Utest Academy, and you will find this page in which there is a video that welcomes you in the academy and tells you what you will learn exactly. Well, but what is the Utest Academy, or how many tests you have to do for the academy? Actually, the academy is just like a graduation project. If you succeeded in all the tests of the academy, then you are qualified to be a rated tester and start getting invitations to paid test cycles. We have 4 academy cycles, and actually there were 3 when I was accepted in the academy. The last one you don't have to do it actually. You can do it later, and I will do it also later because I like to see what is this challenge. You have the computer testing, which we will take today in this video, and you have the mobile device testing, including the iOS and the Android mobile devices, and you have the Charles proxy, and we will explain what is the meaning of the Charles proxy and how to work on it. And the final thing is the academic challenge, which we will not actually explain because it's not important. It's a kind of, a competition between the professional testers on Utest. Let's see how to sign up in the academy. Press join now, and you will have these 6 steps, a form of 6 steps. At first you have to read this instruction and press next, and then you will be asked to choose the test cycle that you want to be invited to. At first they were, you could choose all of them, but I think here I only can choose one that I want to participate in, and maybe you can come back later and choose another one after you succeed in the first one. So I will choose the computers, an introduction to this thing, and next. You will find here that he wants you to write your Utest ID or tester ID. You will find it here. Go to this page and you will find it on the My Tester ID. Just copy and paste it here and press next. He will ask you to make sure that you have added the mobiles, desktop and web app types that you are having or that you have, and then you will press next if you have done this already. Also you will be asked to verify your saved functional testing type, so he will tell you to choose functional as the source of testing that you can do. The last thing that you will be asked for is to review how to accept a Utest cycle invite, and you can just tap this link and you will be able to watch the video and understand how to accept an invitation. Let's move to the first test cycle, which is the computer cycle. By the time you will get the invitation, you will see this test cycle on the screen. It's the first academy cycle, the computer test cycle. Let's explain what are the tabs, these tabs on the top header of the cycle, and then we go through the overview of the cycle. The first thing that you will have is the overview, and we will explain it at the end because it's the most important thing that we have here in this cycle. And after the overview, which is just a description for the cycle and what's in scope, what's out of scope, and we will explain that just right now. The announcements are actually any announcement that is issued or that is stated within any time of the cycle. So maybe in the first day of the cycle there is an announcement for a bonus, or maybe change in the version, and the tester or the test team lead wants to tell you that there are some modifications that you have to be aware of. The build is actually the version, maybe if if this is an Android application, you should know the versions that you should test on in order not to mistake and test on a live one, while you have to test a staging one, which is will be attached in the overview. The issues is the place where you can report any issue, or you can see also what are the issues that you have found and that other testers have found, and we have actually said how to report an issue and all these things. The test case is actually I think we have taken the test case before, we have explained it, so don't worry, it's very easy and you'll pass it easily. In the reviews, you will be asked to write a review, and we will explain how to write a review and how to pass this point and how to answer these questions. My earning is a page that tells you how much did you earn in this cycle. Of course, this is not a paid test cycle, so you will find that the amount is 0, but in any other test cycle that is paid, you will see what is the total earning and how much you earn it for your issues, for your test cases, for the PFV, which you will know by time, and for the review. Even the review has a certain amount of money, maybe $7, maybe $15. The final thing we have here is a tester scoreboard. As you see here, I was lucky to be the second, which is actually the first repeated rank on the test cycle, and I got 5 points, which made me and the audit area take the first rank on this cycle. Of course, we were with other testers, 232 other testers who participated in this invitation, who not only participated but who actually participated actively in the test cycle. That means that maybe the testers were 350, but only 232 participated with bugs, just like you see here, and they have approved ones and rejected ones, so they get ranks for all of their efforts. Let's go back to the overview. Here is the overview of the Computer Academy. The first thing is the description. Here you will find the description for the test cycle that you are participating in. Of course, it's changeable because in each time you will see a different description for each website, for each cycle that needs different requirements. Let's see what are the requirements here, which is a subcategory of the in-scope part. The first thing he asks you to read the Academy Tester Handbook, which is a very important one, and actually it's just like the written script of this course, but maybe this course explains more about the things that you will meet and with more illustrative way. It also tells you to only report as maximum limit 3 issues. You cannot report 4 issues because the 4th one will be rejected, and this will be a negative point. And here how you can actually claim a test case. The website under test is WWE. It's a very popular one, of course, and you really have to be very, very analytical and details oriented to find bugs in such a very popular website, because of course there are a lot of people, a lot of software developers and testers who are working on this site weekly or maybe daily, so to find a bug, it will not be an easy mission, but of course it will not also be a very, very hard one. The bugs in scope is actually the ones that you can report and the ones that you cannot report, they are not included in this cycle. For example, here you can report individual content, functional performance, and crash issue, but you cannot report any usability issue or field validation in sign-up forms. The usability issue is just like, your suggestions to a better performance, your suggestion to a user-friendly or a more user-friendly button or a page. These suggestions are not allowed in this cycle. But of course, there are usability test cycles which you can learn later. Also, the field validation means, for example, you can sign in without entering your password, or with entering only, or sign up with only entering one letter as a password. Well, this is not a logical validation field or validation step. You should validate it through, maybe 8 or 10 letters and numbers to make the password valid. But actually this is not required here, so do not engage yourself in testing the fields of signing up or signing in. Here is some instructions. Do not report with the ad blocker being as an extension on Google Chrome. Do not add it as an extension because it may hinder your testing, and it may interfere and make some things on the website you will test unfunctional or dysfunctional. Of course, do not report for issues. Do not report issues that are not on the test website. That means that if you pressed on a link on the WWE website and it took you to another website, do not report any bugs in this website. Just stick to anything or any page, for example, videos.wwe.com. This is related to the topic you are testing, related to the website, but do not go to wwe.net. wwe.net is not related to the wwe.com. Do not go to another website with another name and start finding bugs, which is an extension for the wwe.com. It's okay also for any main page on the WWE. The issue reporting instructions talks about how to report an issue, and we have talked and explained this before. The bug report attachments is actually something that we haven't explained yet, and we will explain in the next video. It talks about how to record a log, how to record a screen as a video in the MP4 format, and how to take a clear screenshot and edit it and add some shapes to make the issue more clearer. How to complete a test case is actually something also we have taken before, and you can watch the video here. It will tell you how to report and claim a test case. Here you can see this place is for how much you will take for the test case results, for the review, and for the bug payouts. The visual bug may have a rate different than the functional and the crash and the content and the performance one. And this is a specified environment. This is the environment that you can test on. You can test on, of course, on a Windows 10, or maybe you can test on a MacBook Pro, but you cannot test in Windows 7 if this is not included right here.